Daf Nun Vav, Amud Beis, the fourth line on the top. Shal ben Domo. We just finished the Meister with Barhedia. As we understood that Barhedia, just as we ran through the last few words on Friday, the last few shuras, that Barhedia was a poiter chaloimis. As we mentioned from Toisus and Unheim with Beis, Toisus says, the Mazel Shas Halei de Gorim. Ve'in ador tolui b'chochma. And this is a big machlokes in the Memforshim. What is a poiter chaloimis? Barhedia was a poiter chaloimis. What is a poiter chaloimis? So we saw that kol chaloimis oichim achar hapeh. Wherever you decide. We mentioned the Marshal that says there's three different types of chaloimis. Is the chaloim what in the beginning of the night? That doesn't mean anything. That's a chaloim shov yedameru, and that comes al yedei shed by a demon. Doesn't mean anything. Then you have a chaloim betoy chaloim. That means a person is dreaming that he has a dream, and he also dreamt the solution of the dream. That is a good chaloim, and that's al yedei malach. And then most of the chaloimois, that's closer to shachris. That what we said in the Gemara. That's in the morning when the person has before he's just woken up. And then we have most of the chaloimois. That's kol chaloimois oichir hachar hapeh. That depends, after the person who decides. Who could decide what is going to be the chalom? So there's a few, Barhedia. Now Barhedia was not a big tzaddik, it sounds like. The punishment he got, and he was also not nice to Rove, as we've seen. So what's the pshat? Yeah, and nothing to do with the chokhmah, says the mazel golim. There is certain mazolos, as we can see, it depends with the Gemara later on. There's mazolos, it's called chacham shantzal. Yeah, I'm sure you heard about it. There's some people have a minhag not to make Kiddush, Leil Shabbos between 6 to 7. Machlokes neposkim shows, mania shows. Which type of hour we're talking about? But this is what we brought down the Mogen Avom. Mogen Avom and Reisha in Aleph. It's brought down over the Shoyesh Advorim is in the Ma'aril. That Leil Shabbat is a Mazel Mad. Now this Mazel is important to, maybe we should speak about it tonight, because it depends on the sugi what we're going to come and see this week. There's mazolos, what we call them mazolos, right? As we call them the consolation, I think they call in English, and that are the tashat sa'ab ma'ak gadad. Moshe of the 12 mazolos. Tele shoyer. Yeah, if we start from Nisan, the Nisan is tele or tole, tele, shoyer, toimim, sarton, arye, besulo, moznaim, akrov, keshet or kashat. He's talking about the person that he is the archer. And Gdi Dli Dogim. That's according to the Seder or the Zodiac, as you call it in Latin. The Zodiac in Latin, ancient Greek. The Zodiac, or as we call it the constellation, that is betzem stars, all kinds of shapes of stars. That is all around the Galgalim, what we call, let's call it the Milky Way. Okay, that's all around the sun, what we call it. We have two different types of the way we look at our planets, or there's two different ways. There is a way what they used to believe in, the Rambam, the Gemara. The Rambam is all based in Kiddush HaChodesh about that. That is the heliocentric. The heliocentric means that geocentric. That the geo, that is the Kadur Haaretz, is what we call Earth. That is in the center, and all around it we have the sun surrounding around it, and v'chule, all the planets around it. Then we have what today we believe in is the heliocentric. That means that the center is the helio, the sun. The sun is in the middle. Around that we have all of the planets, as we have from Mercury, Venus, Earth. Then we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Pluto. Okay, it was out of the list from 2008. But yeah, we have all of that. Now, this has nothing to do with the mazolos, what we're talking about over here, and also the mazolos, what we're going to see later on. The mazel, what we're speaking about over here, so that is mazel, that astronomy. It has nothing to do with astronomy. This is a Gemara, it's based on the Gemara on Kuf Nun Vav in Shabbos. The Gemara says over there, for example, someone is born in Mazel Ma'adim, he will be Shoichet Umne, Makizdam, or Shoichet, or Taboch, or Butcher, or a Moyel, one of these things, right? These have to do with the mazel. What is these mazalos? So this, let's go back to, we said Chacham Shantzal. Chacham Shantzal is not lefi the Seder, just a thing. Chacham is Chamo, Chof is Koichov, Mem is Ma'adim, Shin, Shamtzal, is Shin is Shabtai, Nun is Noiga, Tzadik is Tzedek, and Lamed is Levona. This is just something, a mazel that it is, from Brias Olam, the fourth day of the fourth day when HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, Brias Olam, there's Tliyas HaMoiros. From then, every hour started to be Meshamesh, a different mazel. It started over there in Nochoname with Shabtai, Tzedek, Ma'adim, V'chein Ala. It started over there, I don't know if it's a thing, it started with Chama, the Gemara says, and this goes hour after hour. Late Shabbos, in Nochoname is Mazel Ma'adim is always shoyled, and that's why in Yerushalmi is brought down already, you should start earlier. The whole Mekor is to start earlier Shabbos, as you shouldn't do Kiddush and Ma'adim. But let's look at the Aruch HaShulchan already. The Aruch HaShulchan says that doesn't make sense. First of all, in Mazel Yisrael, you're making a mitzvah, and by making a mitzvah, you're going to come and get you're going to come and get harmed by a mitzvah. It doesn't make sense. Okay, there's the minhag, some Hasidim, by some Hasidim they still have the minhag till today. Some don't have the minhag. Nare Pashte, everyone should follow minhag avoisav. I'm just, we're mitzayin the dvarim. So this is what Tosha says over here, the Mazel Kogorim, this is the type of a Mazel. As the Ben Yehoyada brings, the Bar Hedye was born in this Mazel. Bar Hedye was born in this Mazel. And because he was born in this Mazel, he had the koyach. Has nothing to do with Chochmah. So he came and he told Rave all kinds of things. Now, what Rave actually, we saw, Rave tells him, I'm moichel you for all of it, right? I forgive you for all of the bad stuff what you told me. Lebar, for the daughter of Bar Chizda. The daughter of Bar Chizda. Says the Ben Yehoyada, that's why he got this punishment. What was the punishment? Terrible punishment. What was the punishment? They tied his feet, one foot to one tree and the other foot to a different tree. He says why? Because he was mafrid ben ish leishtoi. Ish veishtoi is guf echad. Ishtoi ke gufoi. So they had to come to be mafrid him. And he brings that the Zohar says on the pasuk raglei chasidov ishtoi. Ragli Chasidov, Zehu Ishtoi. And that's why Dafke from the legs, from the raglayim, from the feet, Dafke there, it started to come and to the punishment of this Bar Hedya. That's what he brings, and he brings that Dafke went up till the head because it come to show that she was a daughter of Rav Chizda, that she had the chashivas of the head. And so he talked to Ben Yehoyada to come to explain the mice of Bar Hedya. Okay. It sounds like it, yeah. I mean, you would not go to a point of Chalim as a guy, you know? He had the thing. Says the Gemara, Shoal ben Doma ben Achoisha of Rabbi Shmuel. Ben Doma, the nephew of Rabbi Shmuel, asked Rabbi Shmuel the following question. He asked him a question. He tells him, it's Rabbi Shmuel, Royisi, I seen in the Chalim Shnei Lechayai, two of my cheeks, Shenoshu, they fallen down. Omar, Shnei Gedudei Roimi, two advisors of Rome, Yatsu Alecho Umeisu, and both of them, they came and died, and that's a siman that what? That if a person, his cheeks fall down, so Inochaname, it's a siman that what? It's a good thing. And the Beis Yosef in Inochaname, in Reish Peiches, bring it down la he says, if a person, tiny schaloim, when you do a tiny schaloim, he says, if a person has a dream that his teeth fell out, misanim, afilu b'Shabbos, a tiny schaloim is afilu b'Shabbos. But if a person comes in dreams that his cheeks fell out, so then he doesn't make a thing. The teeth will fall out as a siman, as we saw in Amud Aleph, that his kids are going to die, right? Ishtoi, but in Nochaname, his cheeks are going to fall out. It's a siman that was the chelik of speaking, and people talk about him bad, and that they're going to come and they're going to die. Says the Gemara, Omar le bar kapor le Rebbe. I noted that my nose in the cholim, yeah? I saw that my nose fell off. Omar le charoin af nistalek mimcho. You had the charoin af, and you removed it. Omar le, roisi shnei yodai shenechnekla. I saw two of my hands that were with me. Omar le, lo titztarech lemas yodecho. You don't need your hands anymore. Why? Because you're going to have ashiras. Shenechnekla. Omar le, lo titztarech lemas yodecho. Omar le, roisi beis raglai sheniktu. Two of my feet. Omar le, al sus atoroichev. And sus atoroichev means a lotion of chashivas, as we see in Nechoname that a person, in Nechoname we find a lot of times, right, in Parshas Balak, right, they tell Bilam, you're going on a ton, people chashuvim, that what they're riding on a sus. That's a chazoy I seen in the Cholem, the Amoli, be'adol misas, you're going to die and adol, v'nisan loichozis, that means I'm going to die between adol and the thing. No, Omar le, be'adurte mitas. This is, yes, that's sound. Omar le bar kapore, yeah. Rebbe is Rabbi Yehuda Nasi. Pasha says, yeah. Why? Because probably, but yeah. So this is what we spoke before, and that is Toises. Yeah, you saw Toises. We mentioned before Toises, beginning of the Shir. Toises and Nun Heyam with base. Toises says, "From Ri the Mazel Shasale de Gorim ve'in ador Tori b'Chochma." So then we don't have a problem to understand that Rebbe actually went to Bar Kapora. Yeah, because it doesn't depend on Chochma how to come and be a Poiter Chaloimos. It depends only on the mazel. He's born in a certain mazel. Not everyone agrees with it, as we said. Some say yes, it does depend on the chokhmah. There's a sort of the Goyen understands that way that it depends yes on the chokhmah. Says the Gemara. So he tells them, "Be'adulta, you're gonna die with a hadulta. That's gonna be nice, a shenkite. Ve'loy osis li deni son. You're not gonna come, right? We daven for it every day. Loy li deni son." Says the Gemara, "Omalei aud zdukil Rabbi Shmuel. Roisi shani mashke shemen lazeisin." There's olives. The olives, when you squeeze olive, what comes out of the olives? Oil. So I'm coming and putting the oil back into the olives. Why? Because the person that comes out from his mother, now he's coming and putting back himself into his mother, that in Ochaname is the same thing. I come and picking a star. You came and stole from Israel. Why? Because Israel, or Meshulim, as we know, Koichovim. Says the Gemara, Omalei Chazoy the Bola'ati lekuch. I swallowed the star. Omalei Barisoy Zavanti ve'achalt ledomei. You came and stole from me. You not only you stole it, you went and you sold it, and with the money you came and you spent it. Omalei Chazoy Einai denoshkon adore. I noticed that my eyes and the cholem, I see that my eyes are near each other, both of the eyes. So he tells, why? Because the kurve, what is the same level, right? Like the eyes are the same level, is sisters. I came and I kissed the moon. Why? Because a woman, as we know, Barak Achama, Levana, right? Levana is what we saw 2 days ago. Yosef. Hashemesh Vayoreach. Who refers the Yoreach to? His mother. The Darichne, the Betune, the Ase. I coming and in Ochaname, I'm stepping, and the Tune de Ase means in a chuppe of Hadassim. That was the minig then. They come to make a chuppah of hadassim for besula. Omalei bo al nara moirosa. You know, to see that in Ochaname this chuppah what you came and you stepping on the chuppah in Ochaname, this is achaname rosa. Omalei, so this Tzluki tells Rabbi Shmuel. Chazoy tune. Now tune over here means in Ochaname a maso, like always we know, right? Tune in Ochaname tune means a maso. So he's noticed what tune me'iloe. Vehu mitatoe. Omalei, the massa is above me and I'm underneath him. Omalei, mishkovoi hofach. Omalei chazoy uve dehadre lepuya. I saw ravens that are coming to my bed. Omalei ishtechozin me anoshim arbe. Omalei chazoy yoine dehadre lepuya. I notice over there birds that are coming to my bed. Omalei, in Ochaname, so he comes and he tells them, Noshim Arbe Timesa, you are metame, a lot of different women. Omalei Chazor Denoki Tre Yoine. I had in my hand 2 birds, doves, and they flew away. Omalei Tarte Noshe Nosabt. You came and married 2 women, and Upatrintun Beloi Get. In Ochanami, you came and you told him to go without a get, we saw before him the same thing, right? And over there you said that in Ochanami you're gonna, right? And Omadalef, you came and you told him, you're going to have 2 wives. So unfortunately say over here it says the nokit. He still has them in his hand. The nokit. He still has them in his hand. That's why patir to beloget. Over there, Yochanan is talking with the get, or one of them is going to die, and then he's going to marry another one. Over there, what Barhedi tells Rove. Says the Gemara, Omalei chazoe de kalif nebei. I'm peeling egg. Omalei shchive ko me shalachas. In Ochaname, you coming and you peeling off the clothes from a mess. And the Goyen says why a mess in Ochaname is called egg, because the same thing like an egg has no peh, the same thing a mess cannot speak, and that's why in Ochaname one of the reasons we eat Sudas Avoe, eggs. I says the Gemara, Omar lei kulu isnu, in everything what you said says that Zuki is emes. Bar me'or delesed. This is not true. I never take clothes off a mess, that person. Omar lei sorry, Asya to say came over there a woman, she says, this garment that you're wearing now, The Gavre Ploiniu, the Mis, he died. Nashalchtio, and Yochanan you came and took it off him. Omale, Chazoi Asye, sorry.
Mr. Line.
I missed the line, yeah. Omar Chazoi, the Amali. I noticed that they told me, Shovak loch avuch, nichse bekaputje. Your father left you over there, Nechosim, where in a place that's called Kaputje. Omale, is noch nichse bekaputje. In Yochanan, you have Nechosim in Kaputje, this place that's called Kaputje. Omale Lab, tells him that's looking at Rabbi Shmuel. No, it's not true. Ozal avuch le Kaputje. Your father once traveled to Kaputje. Omale Lab, no. In Cain, tells him, Kaputje is a noitrikoin. For what? Kape keshure daike. Kape daike. What means kape? Kape is a keshure. Keshure is a beam. Daike, that means in Yochanan is in a different language, asoro. So the tenth beam. That means zil choze kape the reish asoro. Sheimeleo zuze. Go up, climb up over there on your roof. Look at the 10th beam, and you can see it's full of money. Ozal ashkach sheimeleo zuze. In Yochanan we found that it's full of things. This is like the cholem under the bridge. Omar Rav Chanina, Haroye be'er b'chaloim. Says the Gemara. Someone sees in Yochanan a well in his cholem. Roye sholem. It's a simon shel sholem. Sheneemar vayachperu avdei Yitzchok banachal vayimtzeu shom be'er mayim chaim. In Yochanan, when Yochanan miskayim the be'er in the hands of Yitzchok, only when he had sholem with the Pelishtim, right? And that says, "Veloirovu imo oid." Only then in Yochanan he had when he had the be'er. Only when he had Yochanan sholem. I'm not saying no. Roya be'er b'chaloim motzah toiro. Sheneemar, it says over there, ki moitzi motzah chaim uksiv hochel. It says over there in the be'er mayim chaim. So in Yochanan we can come and see that word. That Yochanan this refers to Torah. It refers to Torah. In Yochanan, even though that lots of things are nimshal mayim, but Torah to Chaim, but Torah in Yochanan that is, as we always know, that's the Chaya Chaim, as the Marashal says. Says the Gemara. Omar Rab Chanon, Sholosh Shloimo Yishein. There is Rov Omar Roy Be'er b'chaloim Motzo Chaim Mamish. Why? Because Mayim in Yochanan gives life to a person. Mayim gives life for a person. Omar Rab Chanon Shloisho Shloimo Yishein. That means there's 3 chaloimos that in Yochanan we think if a person sees it in Yochanan this is a simon for Sholem. What are the things that he sees? Nohor, someone who sees a river. Tzipoil, someone sees in Yochanan a bird. And Kedeira. If a person sees in Yochanan over there, a Kedeira. What's a Kedeira? A pot. The Gon explains there's 3 dargas in Sholem. What's the 3 dargas? He says Nohor. What's a Nohor? No, we have 2 sides of the river. And the river comes in, he's leaving at both sides. This is one. But still not mamish connected. That's one. Tzipoil is a chibur between Shomayim and Eretz. Right? Shomayim is there, Eretz is here. And the Tzipoil, she goes on both. Also Shomayim and also Eretz. And Gedeira, in Yochanan, between water and fire. Right? We have the fire, we have the water, and you have what's in between? The pot. So in Yochanan, the same thing, a Gedeira, there's Sholoi between the Eish and Mayim. And that's the 3 different things of what we said, Nohor, Tzipoil, and Gedeira. Nohor, Tzipoil, and Gedeira. Yeah. Okay, he goes in over there, he brings a little bit in Alpi saw that in Yochanan we have different reasons. What is Tzipoil? He says that's a Mekasher. We know in the Esesphiris we have something that's Mekasher, Chochma Bina, and the Das is Mechaber between them. So he comes, he says this is the 3 things that are Mekasher, and that's why it's also the thing. Okay, Ayin Shom, and the Goin and Mishle over there in Yochanan when he comes, he says the Pshat over there. Okay, says the Gemara Vaita. The Gemara brings the psukim now. Where do we see Yochanan that these are Sholem? Noho. Dichsiv. Hineni noite eleo kenor Sholem. So you see that no is Sholem. Tzipoil. Dichsiv. Ketziporoim. Afois ken yogen Hashem. Tzevokois. Aleim. That's a pasuk what we Yochanan we see on Yerushalayim. We come and see over there with the story of Chizkiyahu Melech Yehuda. What we find over there the psukim that HaKadosh Baruch Hu protected Yerushalayim. Kdeira, Nechsiv, Hashem Tishpois Sholem. And Lashon Shvisa, as we know, is always when there's a Kdeira on top of a Kiro, that's called Shvisa. Omar B'chanina, Kdeira She'ein Ba Basar. That means, there's only water inside, but there's no meat. Why? Shalinu. Why? Because there's a different pasuk. The pasuk comes and says, "Opirushu uposu." Sorry, the lashon uposu kaasher basir, v'kuboso besoich kalachas. That's a pasuk. Over there it says when HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and says the punishment, they're going to come and peel off the skin. Mamish, the same thing, like they slice up the basal, the same thing over there. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will come and slice them up. And that's what it says over there in the pasuk, and that's in pasuk Amicha, and that's why if there's basal inside, there's a simon for it's a bad simon. Says the Gemara. What's the next pasuk? Tzipoil. Omar Bishab ben Levi. Horoye noho b'chaloim. If a person sees a river of chaloim, yashkim veyoymar. Hineni noite ileo v'kenor sholoim. Kodesh shekadim pasuk acher. What's the pasuk? We have a bad pasuk about it. Ki yovoy kanor tzar. That's a bad pasuk. And now this be'etzem, as we said before, and because all of these things, as we said, is a nevuah ketana, right? When a person wakes up in the morning and he has a pasuk, right? No pasuk al piv, it's a nevuah ketana. So therefore, a person should make sure when he wakes up, he should say straight away a pasuk of good. And all of these things in Yochanan could have a pasuk for good and a pasuk for the other way around. So in Meila we come and say, make sure to say the pasuk that refers to good. Then before maybe it will come and fall into your head the pasuk that has to do with bad, and that's why Yochanan comes in the pasuk, the psukim now, as you can see. Lots of different chaloimot that you should say these psukim. No, so we said because in Yochanan we have a pasuk that says over there about bad. Ki yovoy kanotzo. Aroy tzipor b'chaloim yashki v'yoyma ki tzipor oifos ken yogen. The pasuk that we saw before. Kodesh shekvenu pasuk acher ki tzipor noidedes mikomer. Aroy egdeyo b'chaloim yashki v'yoyma Hashem tispor yisholoim lonu. Kodesh shekvenu pasuk acher. And the pasuk is over there talking about shefois hasir, shefois horoye. And in Yochanan over there is talking about shefois asir, shefois horoye, v'gam yotzuk boy maim. It's a marshal to the oynish what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to punish them. He's talking about the Eden by Melech Bovel, that Yerushalayim is going to be like a seed, and Nebuchadnezzar will put them on the fire. That refers over there the pasuk Chaz v'Sholem, and that's why we come and say you should say the other pasuk.
You must know Nach well.
Sorry?
You must know your Nach well.
We have Shir Nach every Sunday. You're welcome to come. Says the Gemara. Haroye anovim b'chaloim. If someone comes and sees grapes, so what type of grapes? Yashki v'yoyma ka'anovim b'midbor. V'yoyma ka'anovim b'midbor koidem she'ekadmenu pasuk acher. Ka'anovim b'midbor in Yochanan is a good pasuk. What's the other pasuk? Ve'imoy invei roish. In Yochanan roish miloshen anius. Haroye har b'chaloim. Yashki v'yoyma manovu al ha'orim raglei memasa. It's talking about Bias HaMashiach. Koidem she'ekadmenu pasuk acher. And the pasuk says, "Alehorim eso bechi unehi," and that's talking about the Yochanan on the Churban Habayis. Yirmiyah says, "Aroye shoyfo b'chaloim yashki v'yoymar v'oyo b'yoymahu yitoka b'shoyfo godoil." Right, and the bow oivdim, very good. Koidem shekadmenu pasuk acher. Tiku shoyfo b'givo. Aroye, and that's tiku b'shoyfo givo in Yochanan. It's to come to get the whole Klal Yisrael of in Yochanan Oriyo Charecho Binyamin. In Yochanan to come to go out of Milchoma. Says the Gemara weiter. Aroye kelev b'chaloim yashki v'yoymar ulechol bnei Yisrael lo yachatz kelev l'shoynoi kodesh shekanu b'pasuk acher ve'aklovim azei nefesh. Aroye ari b'chaloim yashki v'yoymar arye shoag mi lo iro kodesh shekadmenu pasuk acher olo arye misifro yenuz the arye over there Nebuchadnezzar refers to Nebuchadnezzar. Aroye tiglach b'chaloim yashki v'yoymar Galach vayachlef simlo Yisov. Talking about he's all legdula Yosef. Kodesh HaKadosh pasuk acher ki im gulachti v'sor mimeni koichi, and Shimshon HaGibor who complains vaker that if he's going to shave his hair he's going to come and lose all his koyach. Horoye be'er b'chaloim yashki v'yoymar be'er ma'im chayim. This is the pasuk what we said before. Kodesh she'ekadmenu pasuk acher, and that's the pasuk what we see kehakir bir. Bir in Yochanan is miloshin over here. We call it bir, but be'emes is the bir in Yochanan refers over here to a be'er meimeo. And over there, it's talking about over there the same thing about Yerushalayim that was full of bad and pasuk nirbi. Haroye kone b'chaloim yashki v'yoymar. What's the kone over here? What's the kone? What is metagim over there?
A reed.
Reed. I thought the kone of what you're breeding. Veshet and the kone.
It's simon. similar because it's like a pipe.
No, what's the kone?
It is a pipe. It is like a reed. It looks like a reed.
The kone is the pipe or the kone is the
A
thing?
reed. A reed is like a thing it grows. It's hollow. It's hollow. It's hollow.
Like a tube.
It's like
Ah,
a tube.
okay.
Yeah,
The
like
same type of
which is why it's called a connet. Same thing as a connet. It's the same thing as a connet. It's hollow. It's a hollow tube in your breathing.
Aha, okay.
It's the same thing.
So the Maharshai Nochaname says that the kone refers to, as you say, the weed. But the Gon explains the kone is in Nochaname. The kone was a person breeds. The kone and the veshet. The kone and the veshet. And we can see similar. Yeah, you say yeah. We can see the difference also. Yashke kone rotzutz loy hi shover kodesh shekalmel posag acher inei votachto lecho al mishenes hakone rotzutz and Nochaname, and what's kone rotzutz over there refers to Mitzrayim. And in Nochaname, he tells them, Yirmiyahu tells you, Yeshayahu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told you not to come and to rely on Mitzrayim. You come and you rely on Mitzrayim, that they are kone rotzutz, that a stick that cannot carry even the person that's leaning on the stick. Mele, that's the thing. In Nochaname, the Chasam Sofer says in Pashas Miketz, that's why Yosef comes and tells Paroi, right, what he should come and be Mamid on Mitzrayim. A person that in Nochaname has Ish Chochem V'Novoin. Why? But he says, the Gemara says, Kone, what's a Kone? In Nochaname is Chochmeh. So he comes and tells them, no, you saw over there the Sheva Shibolim, the Konim, right? Oilo is Bekone Echod. So no, if you need Kone Echod, Mele Ish Chochem V'Novoin, you need the Ish Chochem V'Novoin. That's the feed the Gemara over here. Let's see it inside. Tanu Rabban, Oroi Kone B'Chaloim, Yitzah B'Lechochma, Shene'emar, Knei Chochma. Konim, יצא בלבינו, שנאמר, ובכל קניונך, קני בינו, that's why Nochaname refers, ובכל קניונך קני בינו, ובכל קניונך, זה לא שנוב רבים, and that's why in Nochaname you see that a ריבוי קונים, in Nochaname you should have, says the Gemara weiter. Omar Abzina, Kore is pumpkin, Kure, as we saw before, and is what we see over there, the palm shoots, I think they call it, or the part of the palm. And kire is wax. That's what Rashi says. And kanye, kulu ma'alu lechelme. All of them is very good for seeing a dream. Tanya, ein marin gluin, elo lemi shehu yerei shomai bechol koicho. If someone sees pumpkin in Nochaname, it's a good siman. Why? Oh, okay. So I would like to read over here, together with you, Rav Nisim Goyen. Rav Nisim Goyen over here on the daf, he always brings very interesting things, as we saw already beforehand. And over here he says a very interesting thing. He says, Kvar sho'alni oleo talmid b'bnei Sforad. Came to me a talmid, and he asked me the following question. Hayesh lo tam, there is a reason why marin gloin de'irei shomayim. Ve'ani lo kibalti bo klum. Says Rav Nisim Goyen, I don't know. I never got from my Rebbes any explanation why a Talmid Chochem Yishoim Glui. V'gam, lo nishalti ola kodim. No one ever asked me this question. L'chein, me'oilom v'namti loi kizois kabole hi beyad ha'chachomim. That's what Chachomim came and accepted. That's it, the tradition. That's it. V'lo inoida li she'izkiru botam. Oh, but now he comes and says a reason. Avo, nirin advorim beina she'efshar she'yu doimim yirei shomayim legluim. שכשם שהדלויים אין בכל פרס אורץ כדוילים מהם ואף על פי כן אינו מסנסן על אורץ אלא כל זמן שהם גדלים ופורים ומסיבים נמיכוס באורץ כך אירי שומיים אין כל הבריא של מעלוסו יגבויו במעלוסו ולא יודע אין כדרשין לבית פסוקה and he says אין נירס היא חוכמה וסום מרבינו קיצר לונג אריכס says the Rav Nisim Goyen more dikavot over here he says pumpkin is the biggest right from all the peiros oretz from the vegetables. And wherever it grows bigger and it becomes bigger and bigger, what happens? It gets heavier and it goes down towards the ground even more. Right? At the beginning, it's like in a small bush. Then it grows bigger, so it gets heavier. It gets heavier, it goes even the same thing. Talmid Chacham, he's bigger, he's greater. Instead of the comment to pick up his nose today, fakir. He comes and he puts himself in more nanives, and that's why he says that's the remez of Dluin is Yirei Shomayim. Dluin Yishot Yirei Shomayim. That's what Rav Nisim Goyen says over here. Fine. Says the Gemara weiter. Ahoye shor b'chaloim. Someone sees in Ochaname a bull in the Cholam. Yashki ve'yoimar. Choyer shoyroi hodor loi. Koidim shekanim bozagaher ki igach shoyer es ish. Tonu Rabbanon Chabish Advorim Nemru B'Shoyer Oichel Mi B'Soroi. And this is in the Chaloim. Yeah, if someone has a Cholem and he's eating the meat of the ox, Nis Asher Nog Choi. Nochaname if he came and he gored him. So this is a siman that what Avelei Bonim Shemenakrim Matoiro. No Choi if the shoyer came and bit him. Yisurim Boin Olav Boatoi. The Choi Konis Damonoi Rochvoi. He's riding on the shoyer. Oile it's a siman Oile Gdo. Vatani Rochvoi Mace. Nochaname that if you're riding on the ox, you're gonna die. Says Imoloi Kashi. Hodochim Huletoi Hodochim Toiro Lidei. Nochaname if he's riding on the shoyer, so it's a siman he's Oile Gdo. But if the shoyer is riding on him, it's a siman that what he's gonna die. הרואה חמור בחלום יצא בלישוע, שנאמר, הנה מלכך יבוא אילוך, צדיק ונוישה הוא, עוני ורוחב על החמור. And this is talking about, the psukim about, Melech HaMashiach. In Ochaname, that Melech HaMashiach is going to come on a chamor. So in Ochaname we know, it's not exactly that Melech HaMashiach is going to come on a chamor, it's just in Ochaname it shows on the roichev al chamor, on the chomrius. So Chamor means the posh thing. So maybe he's not going to come today with the limousine. He'll come with a posh car. Maybe that's a Chamor, not the dafke. Okay, the Refoshim they speak without what's the oni v'roichav al Chamor. Oni is with the chanius roichav al Chamor that Yinochoname he captured. Yinochoname he was al Chamor on his chomrius. Chomrius Yinochoname and the oilomazeh. Okay. Horoye chatul b'chaloim.
Avraham Avinu, didn't they say that it's going to be the same one which he had used?
The same one that Moshe Rabbeinu, Tziporo, yeah, the right.
Doesn't it say that?
Yeah, also.
So it's-
Could be, huh?
Peter Rosh Hashanah, it says the same donkey that Avraham Avinu went on the Akedah.
The same donkey will Mashiach will come with.
Yeah.
A white donkey.
I don't know.
That's what I don't know. As a child, they always thought it was a white donkey. I don't know.
Maybe it was right.
Ashkenazische donkey, they say always. Says the thing. הרואה חמור בחלום יצא בלישוע שנאמר הנה מלכך יבוא ולא יצא לי בלישוע בחלום. הרואה חתול בחלום, so depends. בעשרה דקורי שונרה נאסס לוי נוחנמה שירונוי. שינרה נאסס לוי שינוי רע. Never from a bad thing. And the Or says punkt verkehrt. That when it's called shunre or shinre, then it's going to be called shinui ra. It's more. Horoya anovi b'chaloim. So before we saw already, but now we're going to see. It depends if it's white or black. Levonois bein bizmano. So what means bizmano? Some say bizmano means in the season. Some say bizmano it means in Ochaname in the. Not in the reason in Ochaname when it's ripe. In bein shaloi bizmano it's not ripe yet. Bein shaloi bizmano yofois. Ober shchoirois. So it depends. Bizmanon yofois. Shaloi bizmanon rois. It's not good siman. Aroya sus. So it depends. Lovon. Bachaloim. So Bein Benachas, if he's standing, Bein Berodov, if he's running, Yofeloi. What in Ochanami sees over there, the Odoim, what is Odoim? A red one. So Benachas, although some say any colorful one. So Benachas, Yofe. But Berodov, if he's running, it's kosher. Aroi Shmuel Bachaloim. And over here Shmuel means Shmuel Ben Avrom. Or some Mefoshim say over here Shmuel also means not only in Ochanami the person Yishmael, means also if you see the letters Yishmael, as we're going to see later on about different people's names, in Ochanami it calls, in Ochanami it says. How you know if he looks at who's Yishmael ben Avrom to see that this? I don't know. You're going to have to figure it out. You're going to see with him Hogor Amitzris. I don't know how you're going to figure it out, but you have to figure out that this is this Yishmael. But Avataye be'alme stam Arab, what's called Yishmael? Loi. Horoye Gomel b'chaloim. Miso niknaso loy min hashamayim ve'itziluhu mimeno. You got saved. Omar Abchom bar Chanine. Michael, where do we see? Ve'onoichi ered imcho mitzrayim ve'onoichi Eloho gam oloi. Gam oloi. It's a gamol. Gam oloi. Gam oloi. Amnach Maritzo Gomar Meochef from the following pasuk. Hashem evir chatoscho loy somus. What's Hashem evir chatoscho? Gam Hashem evir chatoscho. Gam. In Ochanam is miloshin gamol. Horoye pinchos b'chaloim. Pele na'aseloi. This Pinchos, in Ochanam is Pinchos ben Aaron HaKoyen, or the letter Pinchos, we can see later. Horoye pil b'chaloim, pelois na'asiloi. Pilim, if he sees lots of pilim, so then pilei pelois na'asiloi. V'otani, kol minei chayos yofi l'chaloim, chutz min ha'pilim min ha'koif, so it's not good to see whether they're the monkey or elephant. Because Imor loy kashe, hold the misrag or the loy misrag. Depends if he has on it a saddle or not. If he has a saddle on it, so then in Ochaname it's okay. But if he doesn't have a saddle on it, so then in Ochaname it's a simen ra, and it's not a good simen. What he has over there, it's not a good simen if he sees over there without a saddle. Says the Gemara. Yeah. Horoye hune b'chaloim. So over here, hune means in Ochaname he sees the letters hey, vav, nun, aleph. He sees hune b'chaloim. The siman is neis naase loy. Why? So Rashi says the nun is connected neis. Nun, because he sees over here or nun, right? So in Ochoname nun, what is the nun? Nun is merames over here that in Ochoname is going to have a nes. Says the Gemara, if a person sees chanine or chananye yoichonon, so then you have over here two nim, right? Chanine, chananye, yoichonon. So then is nisei, nisim, naase loy, because you have over here two nunim in Ochoname it's a siman. So what about if a person sees nachshoin, or if a person sees nosen, that he has also two nunin? Because the Maharsha says it's also because the lotion of chine, not only the lotion of the two nunim, nosen, nachshoin, it's also the chananye, the yoichanon, the chanine is also the lotion of chen, and that's why it's the lotion of chen, right? The sius chen, that's why he has over there the nisim. The Maharsha says we have lots of names with nun. Says the Maharsha, for example, Aaron, Menachem. So what's dafka the nun? So he says in Ochoname, because in Ochoname he says that hune we sometimes change the hey with the ches, right? We learned before in the beginning of Ketzad Mavochim, Hilulim, Chilulim, right? The beginning of Ketzad Mavochim, the first Talmud, Aflamedei. So the Gemara comes and says hey with ches, change. So hune is also like chune. So it's in Ochoname because Hune is like Chananya, Yoichanon. It's a lotion over the day of Nesius Chen. That's what says the Maharsha over here.
You previously emphasized on the Agaditis, Dafka not to take it.
Yeah.
What do you say about Chaloimus?
All of these Chaloimus, if a person sees in a Chaloim,
Do we implement it?
a good question. I think we're going to have to give a separate shir about it because, I spoke once in the past about it. It was actually a series of, I think, 3 different shiurim about chaloimos. Because we find in the Gemara itself lots of stiras. We find, for example, the Gemara in the Dorim, the Gemara says, I think it's up here, if someone says shenidu b'chaloim, he needs hatorah. And we pass in the halacha. Haroya shenidu b'chaloim, he has an Mitzad Sheni, we see a Gemara, a person comes, his father comes to him in the Chalom and tells him, there's money in that cupboard, wherever it is, and in the 10th floor, yeah, and his father tells him, but you should know, that money is £100, and it belongs, I owe it to Ploini. He goes up there, he finds the money, the exact amount, he doesn't have to give it to the other person. Because Divrei Chalom is lo ma'ani v'lo meridim. So, from one side we see, we are Misyachas Chaloim, Mitzad Sheni we don't. In the Sifra HaPoiskim we also find certain maises as we find that the person had this dream and that dream. So we actually do pay a bit of attention for this, and as we mentioned before, in Reish Beches, the Mish Yosef brings that a tiny Chaloim on Shabbos you could do only for if he sees his teeth falling out, but not if he sees his cheeks falling out. Why? Because there's 2 different simonim. So we are based on that. So very, very simple, that's what many Rishonim say, because we have a suffix. What is the Chaloim? We have a suffix. We don't know if the Chaloim is good. So that's why it's a suffix momene. Suffix momene is lekule always. But the suffix isura, so we're going to go lechuma. That's the teretz between a neder and a thing. There's another few me'alchim over here. Even more than that, if a person, there's a Sefer Hasidim, if a person had a bad Chaloim, if he could come and sell it to a goy.
Sell it?
Yep, selling you the bad dream. Okay, this is a big noise. We're going to have to maybe do a separate share if people are interested, and we're going to find a certain time. I'm happy to give maybe even a half hour, 40 minutes just about the dreams. Okay, so get back to me if anyone is interested. We're going to find a time and a place. Okay, but there is lots of, we have to, it's Daf Hayomi, we have to do the Daf, so I don't have a choice.
That's very good. If you say here that nun is a bad sign.
No, nun is a good sign.
Yes, but don't we learn that in Ashrei that the letter that we don't have anything?
But over here, because over here the Maharsha says, because over here it's the ches. And the chune, nochaname, that's why nochaname, yeah.
Not the nun then.
Nun in the thing.
So it's not the
Yeah.
nun.
I think maybe the Yavet, he says, Hune is Rosh Teves, Hoitcha v'divrei nifloisecha osicha.
Okay.
So that's why, he refers it in,
So
Hoitcha v'divrei nifloisecha osicha. So that's why the Nun is again. Okay, let's see the Gemara. Zog the Gemara. Ha'oine, Oroye hesped b'chaloim, min hashomayim chosu olav upedu. That's has, paid. And all of this, when he saw there, he didn't see a person that's called Hananiah. He didn't see a person that's called Hune. He saw in Hananiah the letters of Hananiah, the letters of Hesped. If a person comes and he says Yehesh Mei Rabbo in his dream, he's talking about in his dream, he sees over there, Omen Yehesh Mei Rabbo, says the Gemara, it's a siman, as we saw also, a person says it also when he's, and what, Muftach lo Yishu ben Oilom Habo. Ben Oilom Habo. Hakol Krishbe. In his dream, Roy Shatish Rolov Shchine Elo, Shein Doyroi Zaka Lekach, Miniach Tfilin Bachaloim, Yitzapel Ligdulo. Why? Shenema, what it says about Tfilin, Ve'ro Kol Ame Oretz V'Shem Hashem Nikro Lecho, and then Ve'yoru Mimeko. Ve'tani Rab Lezer Agod Loimer, Eilu Tfilin Sheberosh. Why? Because Tfilin Sheberosh have in the Rov of the Shem Shakai. They have the Shin and the Ktitze, and the Dalis and the Kesher of the Retzuas. HaMispal Bachaloim, Simen Yofeloi. Sorry? You can't see it, so I'll get there, yeah. The Cho, and not the thing. HaMispal b'chaloim, Simon Yofeloi. And when is Nochaname, it's a Simon Yofe? Ve'anemile, the Loi Siyam. Nochaname, he didn't finish his old davening. He woke up in the middle of the davening. In Nochaname, I know some people that they, in the middle of davening, fall asleep. So Nochaname, Mispal b'chaloim, so in the middle, so HaMispal b'chaloim, so the din so it's a good simon because he didn't finish the davening. He's still in the middle of davening, and it's nochaname, the tefillah nochaname is mekubel. Habo al imoy b'chaloim, says the Gemara. Habo al imoy b'chaloim, yitzape le bino. Why? Shenemar ki. This is the pasuk what says over there in Mishlei. Ki im, and we darshan it lechoire ki im. Even though in the pasuk it says ki im lebino tikro letvuno titen koilech, we're going to come and read it ki im, as we're going to read it ki aim. Keilu it says aim, and that means that the bino in Nochaname starts, in Nochaname receives the chochmeh, and the end in Nochaname, what happens? A person that goes out merechem imo in Nochaname, he gets it from the mother. The same thing. A bino, what's bino? Mevin dovel mitoich dovel. It gets even stronger. That's right. It starts from the bino, and then it continues to be a mevin dovel mitoich dovel. Okay, so says the Gemara weiter. Yeah, there's a long arichas about this. The Michtav Melio, Ayin Sham. Says the thing. Abo anar moiroso yitzapel toiro. Shenemar toiro tziva lonu Moshe moirosho. Right? Kila se'akev. But al tikra moirosho elo moiroso refers to the toiro. Abo alachoy zebachalo yitzapel lechochma. Shenemar moir lachochma achoy siyat. And that's nochanam le toiro. Habo alei shetish b'chaloim muvtach lo yishur ben olam habo. Ve'anemile de lo yoda lo ve'lo yirhir bo mi'ute nochaname, and all of the things he didn't have hirurim, and then nochaname is getting matzliach. Sorry? The what? That nochaname that Naira Moirosa, all of these things? Moirosa or Moirosa or the... How he knows if he thought about it? He knows if he thought about it during the day or not. What do you refer to? Eishes Ish or to the rest of them? The Eishes Ish. So that's what the Gemara says. Only if he didn't think about it. The whole ben oilom abo inochaname only the lo yada v'lo hira bo meute. Sorry? Because Eishes Ish noidel chelkoi v'chelik. Because the Gemara Chagiga, the Maharsha says, the Gemara Chagiga says that in Ochaname, the person, a tzaddik, is noidel chelkoi v'chelik chaveiroi. that kind of shows that Inochaname he's taking his Chelek Chaveiroi. What's the Chelek Chaveiroi? Refers Keilu Inochaname that it's Eishes Ish, the wife, his friend's wife. Yeah, Rashi says Inochaname Marsho is married. The Gemara Chagiga. Yeah. No, the Chelek. If you look at Rashi, Rashi says because Inochaname that Noitel Chelko v'Chelek Chaver began Eden the Domi Eishes Ish. And that's the Marsho brings the Gemara in Sanhedrin. The Gemara in Chagiga. Zochot Tzadik Noitel Chelkoi v'Chelek Chaveroi began Eden. Yischayev Rosho Noitel Chelkoi v'Chelek Chaveroi began. That's what the Marsho says over here. This is like the Marsho. Yeah. Yeah, Inochaname. The Gemara says over there that the Rosh named Chelek Chaveroi began. The Rosh is also fakert. He's taking the thing. So there's a base. Look at the Beis Halevi. The Beis Halevi Pachas Noach is masbir. How could it be? Inochaname. But Inochaname is there's a Michtam Eliyahu over here. Is masbir the Maharal that be'etzem the Yisoid Dvori be'etzem is that we know that the person is coming and married Ben Achoisa is the biggest miler, right? We saw it in Yevomis. We spoke about it. The Rakanti and Pashas in Vayeshev. That's the biggest miler. The Kurva. So be'etzem the whole building of the world. How started the building of the world? Brothers married a sister. There was no choice, right? Cain and Hevel. Who they married exactly? Oilam Chesed Ibone. Chesed who? Oilam Chesed Ibone. Because that be'etzem just what the Torah asert. So when a person comes to the unconscious or the Tata Kara, when is that? In the Cholim. So Bemet is the Gemara. We know that there's no it's a horror for a choisoy or imoy or one of these things. But the person has the Cholim, it comes to show him what the be'etzem, subconscious, what Inochaname his should be, and he has a Cholim about it. Over there, the Maharal is masbir about it. The Michtam Eliyahu brings over there the Maharal. Okay, and Chelek Dalet. If you see over there. We can't spend too long. Okay, let's see weiter. Sag die Gemara. Omar Rab Chia. Omar Rab Chia, no? We hold it. Barabe. Aroye chitim b'chaloim. Someone sees weed in chaloim. Ro sholoim sheneemar. Hasom gevule sholoim. Chelev chitim yasvir. So why we don't bring it beforehand? There's shloimus, right? There's nohol, there's tzipoil, there's gdeiro. Why don't we bring chitim? Okay. Haroye soirim b'chaloim. What soirim? Soru avoyno isof sheneemar. V'sor avoyno ze chatosich techupo. And seoirim is sor avoyn. Omar Abzeire. Anolo isalke bi Bovel Eretz Yisrael. I didn't go from Bovel to Eretz Yisrael. Ad dechazoy sare b'chalme. That word that they have no avoyn. So I saw Nochaname. The Gemara says in Ksuves. They explained it. The Gemara says in Ksuves that Abzeire didn't want to go to Rabbi Yehuda to the Shir before he went up to Eretz Yisrael. Why? Because Rabbi Yehuda held that you're not allowed to. Yeah. Rabbi Yehuda, why? Because he was scared. Because Rabbi Yehuda held that there's an Easter to go up to Eretz Yisrael. Abzeire got a mitzvah. So he wanted to check himself. He was scared of Rabbi Yehuda, but he wanted to check if it's a mitzvah or the Avere. I remember I saw it in Rav Altenberg in the Sefer Tzitz Eliezer. He brings it down. Over there he says that's the pshat. And that's why Rav Zeire made sure to see that he's going to see these barley in his dream, and then it's a simon that has no averis. And then he can go to Eretz Yisrael. Haroye gefen teruno b'chaloim ein ishtem apeles nefolim. Why? Sheneemar ishtecho ke gefen poirio. Fertilizer. Soireiko is a branch of the vine. Yitzapel l'mashiach. Sheneemar oisri la gefen iro ula soireiko b'nei asoinoi. So what's the lesoireiko b'nei asoinoi? So pashtas inochanam. So some say the b'nei asoinoi. That's the osten that inochaname ve'al ayir ben asoinoi. That's the pasuk what we said beforehand. Oni ve'roichav al chamoir. What's the handshake of the pasuk? Ve'al ayir ben asoinoi. Inochaname is that the ben asoinoi, the same ben asoinoi over here. Oroya te'ina b'chaloim. Toirosoi mishtameres bekirboi. Inochaname is remembers this Torah shenemar noitzer te'ina yoichal pirio. Oroya rimoini b'chaloim. Someone sees pomegranates and chaloim is zutre. So if it's small ones, pori iskei, he's going to be matzliach the business. Kerimoine ravreve, but he sees inochaname big pomegranates, and then robi iskei, his business is going to be even bigger. Kerimoine palge. So if he sees it inochaname sliced half a pomegranate, inta mitochom yutzapel letoire. Shenemar When it's open, what you do with it, you squeeze it out. That's me'asis. Asis rimoinim is the juice of the pomegranate, and that's in HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I'm going to give you to drink the Torah. ואם עם האורץ הוא, יצפה למצווה, שנאמר, כפלח הרימוס רקוסך. And what's רקוסך? מהי רקוסך? אפילו ריקונים שבוך, ולאים מצווה יזכרימוי. And this is the famous Malbim that says on this pasuk, says the Malbim, on this pasuk, כפלח הרימון רקוסך, says the Malbim, that this is in Ochaname, if you open up a pomegranate, there is over there Taryag pills. Lemaise, I tried it when I was a child, but it didn't work. Yes. Every Rosh Hashanah. You can't. Yeah. That's the Malbim. The Malbim says over there in the Pasuk in Shir Hashirim, the Malbim says that there's Taryag seeds and thing. Okay. Huh?
Maybe it was once.
Maybe there was once. Okay, says the Gemara weiter. Haroya zeisim achaloim. So it depends. Zutre, pore, verove, vekoe iske. Some say the girs of A is zutre, pore, but then in Ochaname iske, kezeisim ravre, but if he sees big ones, so then koe iske, his in Ochaname, his business motziach. Ve'anemile, pore, avol ilon, in Ochaname the pri. Avol ilon, if he sees in Ochaname the tree itself, of the zeisim, avole bonim merum, in lots of children. Shenemar, bonecho, keshile zeisim, sorry leshulchonecho. Ike da'amre, aroe zayis b'chaloim, olive b'chaloim, shem toiv yoytzeloi. Shenemar, zayis ra'anon, yefei bri, toya koro, Hashem shemeich. Aroe shem zayis b'chaloim, yetzape lemo'er toiro. Shenemar, ve'ikro ilecho, shemen zayis zoch. Pas letzare. Aroe temorim b'chaloim, tamu avonoi, so loshen tam, temorim. Shenemar, tam avoinech bas tzion. Omar Rav Yosef, aroe eiz b'chaloim. Person sees over there a goat in his chaloim. So what's the simen? Yetzape, sorry. Shonom is barach Eloi. Izim, if he has lots of goats, shonim is barach Eloi. Shenemar, v'dei, pasuk in Mishneh, v'dei chalev izim lelachmecha. You can have enough of izim, of milk, of goat milk for your family. That means you can have enough to support your family. Haroye hadas b'chaloim nechosam matzlichi loy. Why is matzlichi? Because the hadas, when it grows one on top of the other one. It has what to rely on. The same thing, he has what to rely on, and that's the Nechoname siman of a hadas. That's a siman of a hadas. As Rashi says, kemin klio, Nechoname is mishulash. Some explain why the hadas a little bit different. I think they're going to say it's not like Rashi that Nechoname the hadas, because we see that the person when he comes and he does business, the Gemara said bo mitziyeh shlish be. A person should come and put shlish bekarka, shlish benechosim, shlish bemetaltalin, and that's in Ochanam. The hadas is meshuloshim, right? And that's why that's the remez of the parnosa to the hadas. Some say we first bechlal teruchnies, and also over there we see a chalukah always of 3. The person should come and divide the 3.
In what? How do you divide Ruchnis?
More says the person should always come and learn in Ochanam Mikro, Mishnah, and Ochanam Gemara. Nechosim, yeah, that's the Yashlish, that's the... Says the Gemara. Ve'im Eiloi Nechosim, Yerusha no yifeles lo yimokol machar. Omar ule ve'amar lo b'maslisin tan. Ve'hu dechoze b'kinayu. Nechoname, he sees it where it grows, a place where it grows, not when it's detached. Horoye esoi b'chaloim. So, Hodur hu lifnei koino. He's bashaint in front of the Rebbeinu Shloilom. Shenemar, pri eitz Hodur, kapois morim. Nechoname, some say the Maritzchai is correct. Nechoname, what to do the kapois morim? Kapois morim belongs to the lulav. Horoye lulav b'chaloim. Ein loy elo leiv echod lo'ovisher b'shamayim, right? Loy leiv, that's a lulav. Loy leiv. Haroye avaz b'chaloim agus, b'chaloim yetzape lechochmo. Sheneemar, chochmois b'chutz toroino, chochmois b'chutz toroino, b'rechoivois titein koilo. And who shouts out on the street? A goose, right? Maga'ageya out on the streets, and that's in the Chonam Siman of the avaz of the goose. That means he's getting over it. Omar Avashi, Anore Isio, I seen avaz in the Chaloim, Ubosio Leo, the Salkis Legdula. You see, Nochaname, I was oile Legdula because I see the avaz. In Nochaname, he says it's a simon that this Chaloim is not Stam Chaloim. In Nochaname, it's Miskayim the Chaloim. Sorry? Because the Avaz, what's the connection of what? The Avaz is Oile Ligdule? Because we said before that the Avaz, he goes out in the streets and he shouts. He call it in Hebrew Megagea, right? Ga. Right? So that's why Nochoname. So Ravashi says, Ani Reisio, Ubosi, because the head of the dog, Bashas in Nochoname, you saw Rashi. Shemachriz u'metzav el Rabim. He's machriz. Nochoname is machriz, and that's why Nochoname he becomes great. Bosi oleo, and that's why salkis legdule. Nochoname, what means bosi? Because Nochoname bosi oleo is a siman that he has a shlita on it. That's the idea. Whenever we say bo leo, bo dos, Nochoname, it's a siman that Nochoname he has a shlita on it, and that's why Nochoname he is now he owns it now, and that's the siman of there. Be'etzim he got it. Says the Gemara weiter. Hoye tarnegol b'chaloim yetzape leben zochor. Why a ben zochor? Nochoname, so some say because we know as in Birkas HaShachar we say the tool brings down, right, in Tov Reishei, that how is called the tarnegol? Kroisa gever. What's kroisa gever? The Gemara in Yume. Or gever, or person what's called gever. Or Nochoname, the tarnegol is called the gever, right? So Nochoname, gever is a zochor. It's called zochor is a gever, and Mele, that's why is a gever. Some say Nochoname because the Gemara in Eruvin says that if ilmolei need no Torah, we would have to learn the eretz from the animals. And what we would learn from the tarnegol, the eretz from tarnegol, that what? The tarnegol shemefayes ve'achar kach boyel. Now we learned in the Gemara in Nidad of Chofei that when the Isho mazras tchilo, yoledes zochor. So if he's mefayes achar kach boyel, she's mazras tchilo. Yoledes zochor, and that we're learning from a tarnegol. Also, says the Gemara weiter. Tarnegoilim, itzpe, bonim zchorim, lots of bonim zchorim. Tarnegoiles, Nochoname is meram is like a bas. No, a bas is not a broche. So we learned the Gemara about, as I talking about Forshim being down, the Gemara about a bas. The daf is zay, and a bas is not broche. We have to learn something else. Itzpe le tarbitze no, and Nochoname tarbitze is Rashi says gino. Or says Rashi, Nami Beis Hamedrash. A Beis Hamedrash. Tarbitze Noe veGilo Netriko Shel Tarnegoil. Or Tarnegoiles, we can have to come to say over here in Rashi. Tarbitze Noe veGilo. So in Nochoname Rashi over here, there's two different Mekoros Rashi. In Nochoname, one is from Basad of Zion, and one is from Menachos. The second pshat is Menachos of Pei Beis. That is in Nochoname Beis Hamedrash. Says the Gemara, Aroye Beitzim Bachaloim. Kluyo Bakoshosoi, and it's standing in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and it's a suffix if he's going to answer or not. Why? Like these eggs, when it's with the thing, you don't know what's inside. Maybe it's cooked well, maybe not. Or if he says Nochoname Nishtabu, if it broke in Nochoname, the beitzim over here, they are broken. So then Nas is Bakoshosoi, in Nochoname, now he knows that what? That, you see the food is revealed. The same thing now, also the food, he knows what's going to happen. He's yes going to be answered, he's not going to be answered. V'chein egoizim, v'chein kishuim, v'chein klei schuchis, v'chein kol hanishborim. Nochoname ke'elu, if he sees it in the chaloim, so and it broke, Nochoname, it's going to be a semen that what? That it's going to be meramez, Nochoname, as we said, that it's bakosha sosoi, Nochoname is nasa. Says the Gemara, if someone in a dream nichnas lekrach, nasu loy chafotzov, Nochoname, that he's going to come and get all his chafotzim, Nochoname is going to, says the Gemara, nichnas lekrach, nasu loy chafotzov, shenemar, Vayanchem, and this is the pasuk what we learned legabe arbot tzrichim loidos, and the Teilim Kuf Zayin. Vayanchem elo mechoiz cheftzom hamigalech roishu b'chaloim siman yofeloi. The choir we said before in Yizkel Gedule. No, that he should say the pasuk of Vayigalach, what we say by Yosef. Roishoi vez konoi also is bad, so it's not good only for him. Loi ulechol mishpachtoi, for his whole family. Hayoishev ba'areva ktano, small ship. Shem toiv yoitzeloi ba'areva gedoilo. If it's in Nochoname, it's a big ship. So it's not only for him, if it comes out a good name for him, and for the whole mishpachtoi. Ve'anemile, this is Nochoname is davke when the madle diluye Nochoname, it's not sinking in the water, it's above the water. The ship is above the water. Hanifne b'chaloim, if someone he needs to relieve himself, oiset tzrochov, in the chaloim, simen yofe, it's a simen yofe. Why? That in Nochoname, that is sheneemar miher tzoya leiposeach. Velo yomush la shachas V'lo yechsar la'achmoi. What means tzoye? Tzoye means in Nochoname he's moirik. He's taking out all of the dirt what he has in his body, and that's in Nochoname we darshan it in tzoye. Tzoye to be moirik the me'aim. In Nochoname what's in the intestines to get rid of. And that's the pshat in Nochoname that we learned before. And if you remember, Stevie was a bit had the shaila about it. You remember? But Rabbi Yudah Bar Eloi had 24 boti kisei from the place where he came and he lived till the Beis Hamedrash, right? And he says ki azlinen or the batka. I would come and check myself in each one of the bekulu. In Nochoname, the kavon in Nochoname, what's the pshat? He would come and be boidek himself. Mir tzoyeli poseach v'yorik. In Nochoname, this is a similar word that he's getting rid of the bad. So that means before he went to Beis Hamedrash, he would get rid of 24 times. He was thinking about to get rid of all the waste what he has, all the bad things what he has, to clean himself before he's going to learn Torah. So lefi them we explain over there what's a pshat by Rabbi Yudah Bar Eloi. Says the Gemara. Abaye v'Roved Amot Arvayu. What's the Oile Lagag, yeah. Oile Lagag. Oh, sorry. Ve'alem mile in Nochoname de loikinach, in Nochoname ober, in Nochoname if he's mekaneach, in Nochoname it's a siman the most, and that's why it's not a good siman. Says the Gemara. Oile legag bechaloim, oile legdule. But what if Yorad in the end in Nochoname he went down to the chaloim? So it's siman yoired migdulosoi. Says the Gemara Abaye v'Roved. The Amrit Arvayu, it's not a siman that's going to go down from his thing. Why? Because kevan she'olo, and that's it. In Nochoname he's not going to go down. Koirea begodo b'chaloim. Koirim loy gzar dinoi. Why? Nochoname is shows on the shviras midas when the person comes and he's taking his clothes. Ha'oimed orum b'chaloim. So it depends. Be'bovel oimed beloy chet. Why? Because be'etzem sitting in chutz loretz is be'etzem is a chet. So when he's standing in chutz loretz, when he's naked, in Nochoname is siman without. Or be'eretz Yisrael, it's a siman and he's beloy mitzvahs. Why? Because in Nochoname there's lots of different mitzvahs that went in Eretz Yisrael, and when he's standing over there. Orum in Eretz Yisrael, Nochoname the simen that he doesn't have. As it Rashi, she'arbe mitzvah shluyos b'zeh. V'zoim and Orum simen she'u Orum mitzvah Yisrael, says Rashi. Nochoname it's a simen that is Orum mitzvah Yisrael. V'meile is the simen that is. Says the Gemara. Hanitfas lesardiot. Sardiot in Nochoname is the soldiers. Nochoname did something bad, so it's a simen like the same thing like the sardiot. He's not going to let them to run away. The same thing. He has a shmire. Fakert is noch a shmire. Shmira nas loy nosnu bekoilo. A koilo is they put around his neck. Oisifu lo shmira as shmira. So ve'anim ile bekoilo. Avol chavle be'alme lo stam a rope is not going to be the same thing. Anichnas le'agam lake b'chaloim nase rosh yeshiva. Why? Because on the agam, in the side of the agam, there's lots of different weeds. There's some big, some small. So the same thing, Rosh Hashiva has lots of Talmidim. Some are great Talmidim, some are small Talmidim. But if he goes into the yard, to the wood, and the wood, they're all big trees. So they're only the giants over there. So then Nochoname is going to be not a Rosh Hashiva to everyone. Nas a Rosh Libnei Kaleh. The Bnei Kaleh come only the Talmidim that they know to learn. In Nochoname, that's the siman. Rav Pope and Rav Huna bereid Rav Yudah chozu chelme. They both saw Chaloim. Rav Pope, what he saw in the Chaloim, the Ayel Agme. He saw in the Chaloim that he's going into the Agam, to the lake over there. Naaseh Rosh Hashiva. Rav Huna bereid Rav Yeshua. He had the Cholem the Ayel le Yad that he's going into the woods. And Nochoname, what happened to him? Nochoname Naaseh Rosh Livnei Kaleh. Nochoname was Rosh Livnei Kaleh. Says the Gemara. Ikedamre that forget Darvayu leAgme Ayel. Elo Rav Pope the Toli Tavle Naaseh Rosh Hashiva. Rav Huna bereid Rav Yeshua. The Loi Toli Tavle Naaseh Rosh Livnei Kaleh. Tavle means a paramon, a bell, I think it's called. Yeah. Nochoname that he's mashmiya the koil. Nochoname that he has more talmidim to come and to say to the shir. Omar Ravashi, ano ailis laagme v'taloe tavle v'navche bo nevuche. Also, I came and was mashmiya koil to everyone to come to this. Tane kamei Rav Nachman bar Yitzchok. Amakis dam b'chaloim. Someone's taking out the blood in chaloim. Avonois mechuli loy. Why? Because blood, red, is always coming shows on din on Nochoname on averis. Meile Nochoname is getting rid of his averes. V'otanye avonois of zduri loy. So my zduri loy mochel. In Nochoname, as we know, when we come and say Kein Melech Yeshua Akiza Rachamim, Nisnag b'Chasidus Moichel avonois avoim ma'avir Rishon. So there is avonois durin is part of the mechilas avonois durin. What's ma'avir Rishon? Exactly, the avonos. Ma'avir Rishon is avonois of zdurim is, and then in Nochoname bring it there to come to be moichel. Says the Gemara, Tane Kamed Rav Sheish, Roya Nochosh B'chaloim, Parnasoso Muzumenes Loi. Why? Like a Nochosh, wherever he goes, he has offer. Noshchoy, if he came in bit him, Nichpelo Loi. Fakelti, Nochoname, he got even double. Whole goy, Nochoname, that means you killed the thing, no? That means whole goy. Of the Parnasoso, he lost the Parnasoso. Omar Rav Sheish, Kol Shekein, Nichpelo Parnasoso. You had the shlita on the Nochosh. Velohi. Rav Sheshes, who the chozeh chezeh b'chel mebekatlei. Rav Sheshes said to himself to calm himself down, because Rav Sheshes saw in the dream a snake, and I saw once an interesting raya from over here from this Gemara. Rav Sheshes lechayre was a blind. So how he knew what is a snake? So some being a raya that Rav Sheshes was born, he could have seen. He seen, and then he became blind. At the end of his life, he became blind. That's what it being a raya. So the whole discussion, the Mefarshim, Rav Sheshes was blind from birth or not from birth. Or when they mean right, that's from birth. He was not blind from birth, because if he was blind from birth, how he knew what's a snake?
It's a dream. It was a dream.
Was it? Yeah. How could he know what's a dream? Don't see what
It's
is
a
it?
dream. I don't know. It's a dream.
You could dream now about something that you don't know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Really?
You wouldn't know what it is.
You would know it.
Why not? It's a dream. You don't know what you're dreaming.
You don't know what it is.
All right.
Tane Kamed Rabbi Yochanan. Kol minei mashkin yofi lachaloim, chutz min hayayin. Why? Because in wine there's also two types of people. Yeshu yiseyu v'toiloi, yeshu yiseyu v'raloi. What means? So the Gemara explains. Yeshu yiseyu v'toiloi shenemar v'yayin yisamach levav enosh. They drink it to be happy. Yeshu yiseyu v'raloi shenemar tnu yayin tnu sheicho. Sorry, lo'iv v'yayin lemorin. People are upset. Omar li Rabbi Yochanan le Tane. Tane Talmid Chochem le'oilom toivloi. When he sees wine in the dream, it's always good for him. Shenemar lechu lachmu belachmi. Ushtu b'yei masochti is the Gemara Darshan and Chagige. What's the chul lachmu belachmi? Ein lachmi elo lachma shel toiro. Omar Rabbi Yochanan. Ishkim v'noval posuk letoich piv. Areize nevu ektano, as we explained in Ochanami beforehand. Tono Rabbanon. Shloisho melochim. There's three kings. When a person sees these kings in the Chaloim, it comes and shows us about three different things. Horoya David b'Chaloim yitzapel lechasidus. Because David HaMelech says, Shomro nafshi ki chosid oni. Shloimo yitzapel lechochma. He was the greatest chochem. Achov idag min aporonus, because Achov in Ochoname is how he died. In Ochoname yoloiku aklovim, as it says over there in the beginning of Melochim, how exactly he died. Gimel Nevim heim. Oroya Sefer Melochim, three Sforim. Sefer Melochim yitzapel legdule, because of there who's Nimlach, Shloimo HaMelech. Yechezkel yitzapel lechochma, because of there is Maise Bereishis, right? Maise Merkava. Yeshaya yitzapel lechoma. Yirmiyah. In Ochoname, so in Ochoname, Yirmiyah idag min aporonus. And over here, in the Gimel Levin, is 4. We just bring 4. If you look at the Agois Agro, in Ochoname, he erases this Yeshaya Tzapel HaChochma. Okay, Minag Shloisha Ksuvim Gedolim. Ksuvim Gedolim means in Ochoname not small, sorry, not Megillas. Haroya Sefer Teili Tzapel HaChasidus, because that's David HaMelech. Mishlei, that's Shloime. Ioiv idag min aporonus, because Ioiv, we know he got lots of different tzoros. Shloisha ksuvim ktanin, that's Megillesen. Horoya shir ashirim b'chaloim yitzapel lechasidus. Koheles, because that comes to show the havas haboire with Klal Yisrael. Koheles yitzapel lechochma, because Nachoname eila divrei Koheles, and Nachoname is the famous guy that is Nachoname. There's 3 different dagas of chochma and the psukim of Koheles. And Kinois, that's Kinois and Megillas Eicho, idag min aporonus. Horoya Megillas Esther, nes Naase loi. Shloisha chachomim. Hey, Aroya Rebbe b'chaloim. If he's Rebbe in the chaloim, yitzapel lechochma. Rab Lozo ben Azario, yitzapel leashirus. Because Rab Lozo ben Azario, we know even that Rebbe was also, but Rebbe was the chochma was greater than the ashirus. Rab Lozo ben Azario, we know that only the meiser, the Gemara says, was yud beis alofim of the meiser beime. Rabbi Shimon ben Elisha, idag min aporonus. Why? Because in Ochoname we know that what they came and they peeled off is skin. Shloisha Talmidei Chachamim, Aroye, Ben Azai, Shloisha Talmidei Chachamim that in Ochoname that they are not musmachim. Ben Azai, B'chaloim, in Ochoname, Yitzapel lechasidus. Ben Zoimo, Yitzapel lechochma. Acher, is that Elisha ben Avuyo, idag min aporonus. Why it's called Acher? Because as we know, because the mice over there with the Zoino, and she ran after him, he ran after him, and he wanted to prove that in Ochoname, he was Yoitze Talbus Ro, so in Shabbos he came and he pulled out a radish out from the ground, and he says, this is not Elisha ben Avuyo, this is Acher. That's why it's called Acher, or in Ochonam Acher, because it's Choyzal, Achoyrov, or different names for Acher. Okay, we're going to stop over here, and Mat Hashem, we'll see tomorrow. Bye.